слабо нажимал, значит. Так, ночью я пиздился с каменными стражами, выучил новое заклинание поджога. Что еще у меня было? Дуэли на палочках были.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Нихуя себе таинство. Ну-ка, давай-ка до туда добежим. Мне надо тут факел зажечь.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Деревушки, ты можешь сообщества разные по всему миру. Нижний хоп свет. Угу. Подземелья, лагеря бандитов и многое другое. Бля, или на травологию пойти. Бля, мне бы зелье сначала закрафтить. Давай, наверное, сначала травологию. Еще один ключ. Надо, чтобы ключ прошел возле замочной скважины. И я должен успеть нажать пробел. Тогда получу жетон факультета. А их нужно до хрена. Чтобы открыть сундук факультета.
Revelio.
Дверь вот в теплице. Огонек.
What are you up to now?
Тут что-нибудь есть? Тут все пойдет. Ох, ё-моё. Махать это здесь, что ли, хранится? Сука. Погоди-ка. Да, я нашел это заклинание теперь. Пятихатку. Жирный сундучок. О да, теперь кэш можно будет собирать.
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Нихуя себе, роза.
We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Mandragora.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Нихера она там комочки взяла.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil.
Нихера себе.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Все, это весь урок?
Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our pot.
I wonder if Hippogriff... I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're
Ой,
already
льстец.
taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Нормально.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Grab it. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Ну, собрал я капустку.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
Прикольно.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Не, все, больше ничего не могу.
Revelio.
Сливы цепелины. Все. Бабосики. Ну, интересно, что тут. А тут нифига, просто переход, да? Окейушки.
With that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad.
Oi-oi-oi.
Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Ах ты, Милфа, любишь молоденьких, да? Новички.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my...
I should think, Professor Gunn. Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village either.
Я теперь могу и днем сюда заходить. А зачем? Интересно. А зачем?
Дядя Печкин, не сдавайтесь.
Зачем мне опять в читальню? Ты думал, ты меня наебешь?
Revelio.
Куда это меня?
Handy resource indeed.
Lumos. Accio. Reparo.
О, блин. Только сверху открыть можно.
Revelio.
Champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Good one!
Accio. Incendio.
Excellent fall!
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Ай-яй-яй.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
О,
That's it! Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all.
там хороший урон
Ready for a
начинает
shot at glory?
показываться. Реку он смотрел. Ты меня должен был бы смотреть, а он в реку, блядь, смотрел. Вот так вот, предатель.
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Так, давайте теперь с
Yes,
Себастьяном.
Sebastian.
Then let's get
Ну
started.
понятно. А я дёб вчера Апекс. Я, кстати,
We can
БП
make this a
добил
real
хоть.
victory.
That's the spirit.
А теперь против четверых вдвоем.
Even what more?
Levioso.
You're better than that.
Но почему он промахивается?
Accio. Incendio.
Это пиздец какой-то.
Levioso. Potato. Accio. Ringo. Incendio.
That's all you've got.
Levioso.
Раз, два. Ко мне. Потом вот так. Потом... А, инцидент слишком близко.
Levioso. Accio.
There goes.
Incendio.
Поражение, сука. Че, потери были на
They made a
стрельбище?
crap's breakfast out of you that round.
Да, без банок
Let's
тяжело.
try again.
Yes,
Давай
I'm
еще
ready
раз.
now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
Надо по нормальному комбинацию сделать, и все, и тогда будет изи.
Levioso. Rebellio. Accio. Incendio. Potato. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Ringo. Incendio. Potato.
На, блядь.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Че, она еще?
Levioso.
А че он стоит?
Accio. Incendio.
Что, Андрюх, сегодня постреляем все-таки или как? Или у тебя там дела, или что?
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
Я без
And we're
температуры, но с
pleased to have
соплями.
such a gracious
Кашля.
champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork.
Sure.
Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Пипец.
Shame it's over.
Lost to a new student? I didn't see that coming.
Что он нам дали? А, у меня есть что-нибудь из новенького снаряжения одеть? Не, ничего нет. 2 косарика есть, но это не деньги. Письмо. Письмо. Коллекция ценной почты. Вы попросили меня обучить вас еще одному защитному заклинанию. Понятно. Сейчас, зайди ко мне, кое-что обнаружено на медальоне, который мы нашли в Гринстроке. На салоне показал, что здесь раунд секрет скрещенных палочек. Понятно. И это ждет меня хрен пойми где. Дополнительный контент одного нету. Ну, я ж не покупал все. Секретные комнаты. Пошли-ка пешочком.
Incendio!
Я тут уже мастер, блядь, по секретам. Просто хуй толченый.
Revelio!
Опа-на, я что-то не подходил. А в Гурее. Тут столько раз по Хогвартсу приходится проходить те же места, потому что то одного у тебя не было, то другого у тебя не было.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Заклинание. То я не подожгу еще.
Revelio!
Бля. А что это тут где линкнуло? Не тут, а там.
Revelio!
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Поджечь ничего не надо. Замок. Или замок. В замке замок. А, это башня. Я там уже был. Ладно. Под чайник поставлю. блядь. Это пиздец. Сопли рекой.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
Где-то здесь ключ должен быть. Летающий.
Revelio.
Опа-на.
Shouldn't there be Auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow
Алло,
this.
ключ.
It would make him look completely incompetent, which we do.
Реакция окошки, грация картошки.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Вот так, блядь. А из чего? А чё, как?
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Мурка, мля. Мурка, бля. Easy boy.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents could...
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin.
Fine job brewing your first...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Adurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Ща будет весело.
Your potion should not be that.
Горбинный бренд. В последнее время возле магазина наблюдается нездоровое оживление. Неурочные часы, особенно после полуночи. К одному входу доставляют подозрительного вида свертки. С учетом репутации магазина мы решили увеличить число мракоборцев, ведущих наблюдения.
Revelio.
A well-prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on...
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Adurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Ну, давай.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Давайте подождем. Сок нужен, Мурка, бляди.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Not again. Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during...
Dragon Dunk! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Комната нужна.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
See you soon, no doubt.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
Ну, а что поделаешь? А, секретная комната есть, зал картографии. Бля, мне ж тогда этот... Мне ж надо зелеварение вернуться. Блять, да не туда. Сука, глаз.
What are you up to now?
Да, Гриш? К папе хочешь? Папу тоже. Занятой, чувак. Чувак занятой. Что тут?
Revelio.
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small, project.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
That's nice to hear. I have had my share of adventure. I hope my reputation's warranted.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
They're adorable. Why would you be afraid of a puffskein?
They seem adorable until one sticks its tongue up your nose. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Некрасиво.
Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumor has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Нет, Гриш. Нет. Нельзя. Хоть плачь, хоть не плачь.
Revelio. Incendio.
Не открывается. И тут что? Так, видишь что?
Гриш, ну ты можешь вот встать смотреть, например, спокойно, а не падать.
on another adventure, are we?
Accio!
Yeah, 25.
Да что ты сопишь?
Incendio!
Так, а тут ничего нету.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
Ну давай, войдем.
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor.
Куда?
Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light. Incendio. Lumos.
Нет. А что это так все против, что ли? Пошли, знаешь, такие учим китайский, да? Такие все.
Lumos. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery. Incendio! Seems the Devil's Snare was protecting a chest of some kind. Lumos! Revelio. Incendio.
Подождали бы, как бы, может, еще бы подсобирали бы, потом бы начали.
Lumos.
Всего 2 человека. Как-то в пятницу, да, с понедельников начинали.
Если в пятницу ходить, смысл с понедельника. А, понедельник, пятница.
Incendio.
С
наверное, зарплату платить учителям. Группа уже набрана.
Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
Выйти. Потягушки. А, это не тот сундук. Чтобы... О. Эй, погоди, у меня же горшок там.
I've always said that travel.
Сейчас. Секунду.
Иди, папа тебе покажет что-то. Иди, папа что-то покажет.
Have you found anything to, prove my bravery?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkin for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkin for me.
Спасибо.